So welcome back to KAHI. I'm Wes Woodland with another episode of Sierra Gold. I have the amazing Bob Burge in studio today, who's part of the Placer Hillmen Hall of Fame. He was a teacher from 1973 to 2006. He had 33 years on the Hill and also an announcer for, I never say this right. How do you pronounce the stadium?
Lefevre.
Lefevre. Okay, right. So that, I should remember that. Long history, but today we're going to talk about a pillar of the community, someone that, you know, basically, it takes me back to 9/11, watching planes fly into this building, and the hollowness that I lost in my heart that day. There's a gentleman named Ty Rowe, owner of Bootlegger, an amazing guy, 1983 grad. I was an 86 grad, and I'm sure you've had quite a bit of experience with him, Bob.
Yeah, he's a member of the Hillmen Foundation. He's been on the foundation board for about 10 years. And I knew him even as a student and a football player when he was going to school at Placer.
And this is kind of a condolence thing for him. And I have to say it, I'm going to tear up here, but I love this guy. He was amazing to the community. He was amazing to everyone. I remember having spent 25 years in LA, and every time I came home, hitting the fairgrounds, going to Old Town, there was always that friendly Ty face. And that Rowe family, they're just amazing people. Maura's in the community, Curtis, there's Chris. It's just a great family. I'm really sad that Ty has passed away and gone into heaven. If you could, do you have any memories that you'd like to share, Bob?
Yeah, Ty, just a big, fun-loving guy that everybody liked, and he liked everybody. He was a tremendous businessman in town, and he contributed so much, I think, to the city of Auburn. And when I heard that he had passed, my first thought was that, you know, you got to take the R out of Auburn, because Ty Rowe is missing, you know, and I think the community is really going to miss him.
Having read social media and looking at his page, I got to share something. Terry Packer posted something on his page, and she wrote, "There are some people in life that make you laugh a little louder, smile a little bit bigger, and live just a little bit better." And he was that kind of guy. He was there, you know, he was very generous to me and my family. He actually, the very first episode of Sierra Gold, he let me use Bootleggers. So Mo Bartley, who's the ultra running pioneer, who coincidentally also was the pacer for Ty's brother Chris. Mo had, you know, encouraged Chris to finish those last 30 miles coming into Auburn and stuff. And that community in the running world it's very tight. And when he heard that Mo was going to be in my sit-down interview, he rolled out the carpet. Like, come on, use the restaurant, whatever you need. You know, the food was spectacular as always, and it's sad that the flag for Ty is lowering right now, because in Bootleggers is, you know, I don't know what's happening with that. I hope it lives on in some life.
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever live on the way that it did when he was there. I mean, he was always so generous in the community as far as doing catering for any event that happened in town. You'd see Ty. You know, and he would be providing the food, catering it. He catered for, you know, memorial services. And for the Hillmen Foundation, we had a kind of an all-class reunion in 2015, and he helped run the bar for us.
And this wasn't this average food. This guy was a culinary chef. This guy was amazing. You know, he went to the finest school in the world, the Culinary Institute of America in New York. I mean, he put on a spread, and he was very generous. It just, I'm sad, you know. I mean, he's gonna be missed dearly.
Yeah, the Hillmen Foundation had a what we called the Hill Fest, which was a celebration of Placer High School and the Auburn community. We had dinner out on the football field in 2014, and had about 300 members of the community show up for that, and he catered that event. And just was really a hot night, but he did a great job, as he usually did. And even on the foundation, he provided a sense of humor to our meetings. And when Tom Johnson was chairman of the Hillmen Foundation, it was Ty who kind of kept Tom in line and generally joking with him. They had a good rapport as former coach and player.
He was always a happy-go-lucky guy. Like, I can't lie, he's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. He sets a standard that I want to live up to. Even in high school, he was a protector of some of the smaller, younger kids. People wrote on social media how some kids had cut in front of him. And I forgive me, I don't remember your name, but I read your story and it was beautiful. But there was somebody that shoved him out of the way, and Ty grabbed him and took him back to the front of the line and was like, hey, don't mess with my buddy here. And the guy's like, I never even knew who this guy was.
Well, and he was a tremendous father to those 3 children that he raised as well. You know, he had them working with him in the restaurant. He taught them, you know, a good, excellent work ethic. All 3 of those kids worked in there, and they are wonderful young men and a young woman, his children that he's raised.
Yeah, and 4-H and the pictures of seeing them winning the grand champions for the turkeys and at the local Gold Country Fair here. You know, I got to wrap it up. If you can, please think of the Rowe family. Pray for them. They do have a GoFundMe account. It's gofundme.com, and then it's support-Ty-Rowe-his-kids. So it's basically gofundme.com, support Ty Rowe and his kids. If you could, feel it in your heart to share a little love to the family. They would truly appreciate it. These kids are going to need our support. And the last thing I really want to say, and Bob can finish it off, but you know, Ty would want us all to step up and fill in for his humongously large shoes. This guy was everywhere. He was a pillar of the community. And so if you feel it in your heart, I think everyone needs to step up and support the community, give back, help, share love, call a friend, you know, and just be there for each other.
Exactly. He knew the concept of giving back to the community. I mean, he grew up here, you know, went away to get his culinary degree, but then came back, established a business, kind of revitalized Old Town with that restaurant. But he always understood and remembered to give back to the community. That was his way of saying, you know, thanks for growing up in Auburn.
I'm going to miss him, man. I miss you, bud. That's going to do it today for Sierra Gold. It's a little different show today, but I hope you appreciate it. Call a friend, tell them you love them. We're going to go off to commercial break. Thanks for listening. I'm Wes Woodland. This is KAHI. Catch you later.